Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to my channel. I hope you're doing well. I hope everything is good in your life and you are happy, healthy, and absolutely safe. And today we have a pick a card reading to figure out what are your spirit animals. These are the spirit animals that will show up in your life throughout your whole life. Some of them maybe you haven't met that you see here, but eventually they will bring you some sort of message in the future. So don't be surprised if you see some animal that maybe you haven't connected with yet. And yeah, totally we have, I want to see 8 groups today, and this is group number 1, this is group number 2, this is group number 3, this is group number 4, this is group number 5, this is group number 6, this is group number 7, and this is group number 8. I will put numbers on the screen so you can see and choose more easily. And yeah, without further ado, now let's get started with your spirit animals. Okay, group number 1, so we will start with your reading in a minute. Your group, first group, has 6 spirit animals, 6 spirit guides. We will go through each of them. And yeah, these are the spirit animals that will guide you throughout your life. These are the spirit animals that you will probably feel most intensely. But that does not mean that you won't be guided by other spirit animals. So if you have been contacted by some other spirit animal that you don't see in this group, don't get discouraged that your intuition lied to you. Your intuition never lies to you, and always trust your intuition. Okay, so let's see your spirit animals. The first one that we have for you, group number 1, is hedgehog, and it speaks about acceptance. So this is the spirit animal that comes to you when you need to embrace yourself, when you need to embrace your authenticity, when you need to trust yourself more, when you need to allow yourself to be who you are, and overall when you need to be more receptive of universe, more receptive of the opportunities that are presented to you. I definitely feel as well that this spirit animal invites you to be more in tune with nature. I feel very strong need for nature, to be in woods, to be somewhere when there is flowers, somewhere where there is this calmness of nature, like where you can hide and where you can feel safe and protected, where you can rest and get back on your feet after maybe some storm. This is the kind of energy I'm getting from this card, from this spirit animal. So if you feel down, if you feel like you don't know something, that you can do something, when you don't feel like you are good enough at something, I definitely feel that this is the energy that will support you, that will come to you. And either it's an actual spirit animal, either it's universe sending you a message, or for some I even feel that ancestor can disguise himself or herself as the spirit animal. Whatever the case might be, I definitely feel that hedgehog comes to you and shows itself when you need to be kind of lifted up, when you need to believe in yourself more and feel enough and be embraced in your authenticity. Okay, the other spirit animal that we have for you is kangaroo, and it speaks about courage. It speaks about understanding that some obstacles are meant to be in your life and you are meant to overcome those obstacles. So if you're facing some sort of difficulty in your life, when you feel like you're lacking braveness or courage, this is the spirit animal that might show up on social media or in your dreams, and you will feel again inspired and motivated to go after something. I definitely see the spirit animal bringing more courage and braveness and even inspiration and motivation to you. The third spirit animal that we have for you, group number 1, is panther, and it speaks about protection. So this is the spirit animal that takes care of your protection. And I feel that for some of you, you will encounter the spirit animal later in years, maybe when you are over 30 or 40, or maybe even over 60. So don't get discouraged if you haven't yet had a connection with Panther, because I feel it's a connection that you will encounter later in life. But it does not matter, that you haven't encountered Panthers in your daily life, like on social media, you haven't seen them a lot, or you haven't thought about them a lot. That does not mean that you are not protected. You definitely are. But I see, for some reason, I don't know why, but this spirit animal will be communicating with you more when you are older. If you are already older, if you're watching this in your 50s or 60s, you probably already had some signs and some messages from this spirit animal. Yeah. Okay, the fourth spirit guide that we have for you, group number 1, we have Panda, and it's balance. And for some reason, I feel that this is the spirit animal that you felt most connected to when you were a kid, and especially if you feel like you a little bit like lost this connection. You don't see pandas a lot in your dreams, or again on social media or somewhere, or you don't feel so much attracted to this animal anymore. This could be because you started lacking balance and harmony in your life, and this could be a kind of a way and message, even a sign that is sent by this animal and by universe, that you need to bring more balance and bring more harmony in your life. You need to balance your heart and your mind, and overall you need to have more peace in your life, I feel. And again, it seems like it comes to the core issue, almost like you don't really embracing your truth, you don't really living your truth, you don't really embracing who you are, and that is why maybe you kind of drifted from that true path, from that true mission, and that is why this balance is needed. Because once you accept yourself, you have more balance, or once you have more balance and you remove yourself from chaos and noise, then you are more able to embrace yourself and embrace your authenticity, and maybe go on some sort of new path, new path that is actually new, but it's absolutely meant for you. So the antelope spirit animal could show up when you need to open new doors, when you need to let go of old ways, let go of old habits, thinking patterns, whatever it is, and just move forward. I also feel with these two spirit animals that sometimes when you need to start something new, when you need to let go something, you might be very drawn to desert. There might be some affinity to desert. Maybe you had a past lifetime in Egypt or something, but I definitely see that there are moments, very intense moments, when you feel deeply connected, intensely connected to the desert. And that is for a reason. That is when you need to be more courageous, when you need to not to repeat past lifetime mistakes, and when you need to just open new doors. And the sixth spirit animal that we have for you is fox, and it speaks about shadow work. For some of you who chose this group, I feel that hedgehog and fox are one of the most prominent spirit animals, the ones that you will see most often, the ones that you will dream of most often. And with the fox spirit animal, I definitely see that a spirit animal fox shows up when you just need to be aware of something, when you need to be aware of your current circumstances, when there is something that you need to notice, when there is something that you need to work on, when there are some shadows lurking around you, when you need to kind of just stop, take a breath, and realize what is happening. This is the kind of spirit animal I see that is quite, it can be a little bit funny and silly, I feel. It could actually be, for some of you, cat, shadow cat. You might see shadow cats, but for the most, definitely fox. So it could bring some weirdness, silly weirdness, funny weirdness in your life. And yeah, I definitely as well see that fox shows up when you need to be more lighthearted as well. So for some of you, when you need to be more aware, and other times, or for others of you, it shows up when you need to be just more lighthearted. And definitely with the protection and shadow work, there is a need to work on a deeper issues that maybe some karma, solve some karma that you brought from the past lifetimes, and you are able and protected in doing that. I as well see that you could be into spirituality, occult, some practices that maybe are not kind of agreed upon by communities, by the world, by people. But with these cards, with these energies, I definitely feel that it's okay for you to go to that path, and you are protected and you can do it. And we also have Three of Swords, and we have Daughter of Cups, Page of Cups. And these two cards show when is the most usual, when these spirit guides actually show up. The most usual time is when you feel very down, very heartbroken, when you fail to uplift yourself, when you fail to believe in yourself, when your hope is kind of disappearing about something, about yourself, or about some new opportunity that you don't really want to accept or believe in. I also see that spirit animals, probably fox, and I feel panther will show up to you a lot when you will have a breakup, a heartbreak. It does not mean failed relationship, but could be just friendship ending or something. But I definitely feel that these spirit guides will come up to you when you're feeling down and when your heart is kind of bleeding. With the Daughter of Cups, we see the beautiful swan here, or is it a duck? So it could be that, again, this is one of the spirit animals, or one of the ways how your spirit guides communicate to you, how they show themselves to you. And with the Daughter of Cups here, I definitely feel that spirit animals, especially fox and panther, again, show up to you when you need to believe in your intuition more, and panda when you need to have more balance within your emotions, when you need to be more calm and peaceful, have harmony. And antelope could show up when you need to open yourself to new relationship, when you need to be more vulnerable and maybe just receptive, a little bit more receptive of that new person that is coming your way. Maybe you have been hurt a lot before and you are now protecting yourself too intensely. You build up walls, and I feel that maybe antelope comes when you need to kind of just get rid of that harsh exterior, because not everyone is aiming to hurt you, and you might miss some opportunities to create beautiful friendships or beautiful relationship connections with some people just because of the past. So I definitely feel that spirit animals are trying sometimes to communicate that to you. Blessings that they are bringing to you and things that they want to inspire in you is prosperity and kindness. So these are the things that these spirit animals are bringing to you, trying to inspire in you, trying to remind you of. And with prosperity, I definitely see that they try to uplift you. A lot of the times they try to encourage you to go after what it is that you want, because that thing that you want can be very successful, can be very promising and abundant. You can make a lot of money. Frogs could be one of the signs as well, one of the spirit animals as well. I definitely see that angels sometimes show up to you as spirit animals, as fog, as fog what as fox, or actually as a hedgehog or frog. So if you feel this angelic energy, but this angelic energy, you when you see animal but you feel angelic energy, this is probably because angel is showing itself as one of your spirit animals, depending on what kind of energy, what kind of message you actually need to receive at that moment. But with the kindness here, I definitely feel that you need to be more kind to yourself, more accepting of yourself. This is one of the things that you need to maybe learn in this lifetime as well, to be more kind, to be more compassionate, not to have again those walls with yourself and other people. Be a little bit more vulnerable at times. And overall, I feel that the more kind you are to yourself, the more blessings and abundance and money you will have, and attract new opportunities. So definitely I see that spirit guides are spirit animals taking care of that. And the ultimate blessing that they are bringing, working collectively, is success. So definitely their mission, their aim here is for you to be successful, for you to get what you want. We even have similar colors here. It's like when you listen to your heart, when you listen to your intuition, when you trust your gut feeling, you will create this prosperity and you will be very successful. So I definitely feel that you are meant to create something, to do something, to get done something that will be very unique, but also that it will bring you a lot of success and prosperity, even if you don't feel that this is the case at this moment. So trust the spirit guides, the spirit animals when you see them. You also can see a lot of threes, number 3, number 2, number 1, 12. These could be the numbers that show up on your screen, on clock, social media, when you need to take notice of your spirit guides messages, of your spirit animals messages as well. Feathers, if you see animal and you see feather around it, near it, this could be again this angelic energy showing up in your life as your spirit animal, or as an angel. White flowers as well. I also see snow. You could be very inspired. For again, I saw a desert, but I also see snow. So you in this lifetime, desert was more like a past lifetime thing, but in this lifetime, I feel that maybe when there's snow, when it's snowing, or when you see snow in picture, you feel very inspired, or something is kind of lit in your heart, and this is for a reason. So yeah, group number 1, I hope you enjoyed this. This is all I have for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye. Okay, group number 2. So we'll see your cards. You have totally 7 spirit animals that are guiding and protecting you and supporting you. If you won't see some sort of spirit animal, spirit guide that you used to seeing in your dreams or in your life, that does not mean that it's not your spirit animal, it's not your spirit guide. Trust your intuition always. And yeah, let's get started. Okay, group number 2. So the very first spirit animal that we have for you is llama, and it speaks about soul growth. So I feel like this spirit animal doesn't show up a lot in your life. You maybe never even saw it in your dreams, or you never really encountered it or never really thought about it, but you constantly feel this certain push to grow, to get to know something, to uncover certain secrets. And this is because this spirit animal silently but very intensely pushing you to grow your soul, to develop, to evolve, to get to that next level, even maybe to have spiritual awakening. Or you felt this energy a lot when you were spiritually awakening. You may be very drawn to mountains, and this is because the spirit animal is kind of sending you messages through mountains, if that is the right way to say, I don't know, but like you maybe feel very calm, very happy, or very intensely connected to the universe, to the source, when you are on the mountain, or when you see mountains, or even some crystals, the rock, something that comes from like mountain or from earth could be relevant here. So I see llama here for you, but you might not actually encounter this spirit animal a lot in your life, but it's kind of working behind curtains, the spirit animal. The second spirit animal that we have for you is bee, honeybee. So it speaks about divine feminine energy, and I feel like when you see bee in your life, when you see it around you or near you, or when you see it on social media, it speaks about you being more in your power. It speaks about you needing to be more in your power, you needing to trust yourself more, you needing to rise to the occasion, to go after what you want, to just accept the good thing that is coming in your life, because I definitely feel that sometimes you don't trust what you are getting. You don't really trust that something good can happen in your life, that a good person can like you, that a good job opportunity without any agendas could be offered to you. So I definitely feel that B comes to you when you need to trust when you need to be receptive and trust that everything is being offered because you deserve it, and there's enough for you, to have it. Universe is infinite, and there's infinite abundance in the universe. So if you feel like someone else has it, something, and you don't deserve it, or then you can have it, I definitely feel that with this big energy, with this energy of this card, I definitely feel that you should know, that you should trust that it's possible for you to get that, to be there as well. I also feel that some of you probably have never been stung by a bee, and this is because bees kind of see you as equal. They see you as someone very connected to them, even if you haven't really thought about it. There is this definitely this weird connection between you and the bees. And yeah, I kind of feel like you have never been stung by a bee for some reason. The other spirit animal that we have for you is polar bear. Could be just bear overall, and it speaks about nurture. This spirit animal shows up when you need to nurture yourself more, when you need to take notice of your relationships, connections. Maybe sometimes you forget about other people, not because you are, only care about yourself, or you don't want to nurture others, but because you feel overwhelmed sometimes being with people. Maybe you are introvert, and sometimes you just want to withdraw and just be alone, stay alone for a long period of time. But because of that, people sometimes feel neglected. So I definitely feel when you see polar bear, even when you see a lot of white in your life, it's possible that it's a reminder for you to kind of don't forget your community, don't forget your tribe, don't forget the people that you love and that love you. I also see you staring at stars a lot of the times, counting stars, wishing upon the star, and I feel like actually whatever you wishing for, whatever you wanting, whatever your dream is, it's very possible for you to make it come true. You just have to believe a little bit more. You just have to know that it will come to you at the right time, at the right moment. You have to first nurture your soul, develop your soul a little bit, develop soul, maybe it's not really the right thing to say, but you have to develop, you have to mature a little bit, you have to have a few more experiences in order for you to make that dream come true. I definitely feel affinity to cosmos, affinity to the stars, to other planets. So you could be a starseed, you could be from some other planet, Orion, I hope I pronounced that right. Sirius, Lyrian, all of that, because I definitely see you having connection to the stars, to the star system, to the other planets and other planes even. I definitely also feel that you long for home, and this is probably why, because you don't feel at Earth at home. Because you had previous lifetime, or overall you originated in some other planet, some other star system, so you might long for home and you will never really felt at home here. Even maybe you have changed cities, or you don't even feel the need to change cities, because you know that it won't change anything because it's all the same. I don't see you don't appreciating Earth. I actually see you being very sad how Earth is being destroyed. I see you seeing beauty, and your soul kind of longs to see Earth more beautiful, but I don't see you feeling here absolutely like at home. Okay, another card that we have for you is Tiger and Divine Timing. This is the spirit animal when shows up. This is the spirit animal that shows up when you need to trust divine timing. We have divine energy, a lot of divine energy, so I feel you being very deeply connected to divine energy, to universe, to the source. So when Tiger shows up, you need to know that everything is working out the way it should, that you need to trust universe, that you need to trust the path, that you need to trust yourself and your spirit animals and your spirit guides and your ancestors, because nothing is going against you. Nothing is happening to you. It's happening for you. It's happening because it's meant to happen, but not in a way, like it's meant to happen, something bad, and it will happen no matter what you do. No, what is meant to happen is actually something beautiful and something deeply inspiring, I feel. So whatever you feel like it's not working, whatever you feel like you have been struggling with before, whatever obstacles there was before, definitely know, especially when you see Tiger. I definitely feel picking up on this message, like for this moment when you're listening to this, but overall throughout your life, when you see Tiger, could be a white tiger as well, could be any really cat family member kind of thing, but definitely Tiger, when you see it, you should know that divine timing is working, everything is working in your favor, and you should just trust it and let go of that control, because with that control, with that impatience, with that frustration and anxiety that you have about something not working, not happening, you're actually delaying the process. So definitely this is one of your spirit and soul's lessons, I feel, and this spirit animal shows up when you need to be reminded of that. The other spirit animal that I see for you is Raven, and it says wise woman. And when you see ravens, I definitely feel that they are bringing you some messages. I also see you being very connected to the moon energy. So we have actually divine feminine here. This is wise woman. So you probably are very connected to moon's energies, to moon cycles. And if you're not, you should kind of try to follow moon cycles, because it could be very beneficial to your soul and even to your body, I feel. So with Raven, as I mentioned, I feel that when you see ravens, news are coming, but also changes coming as well. So it's not about luck to see Raven, especially not for you. And the more ravens you see around you, the more actually change, and the more news, and the more even sometimes blessings are coming into your life. So definitely don't get scared when you see ravens, because sometimes ravens have a bad reputation, but this is not the case, and it's definitely not the case for you. Any black bird, I feel, could be very significant in your life. And I also feel that as a raven, one of your I'm so sorry, deceased loved ones shows up to you, shows up in your life or in your dreams, but most likely, just in your life when you see them somewhere near. Ravens, I definitely feel that it could be your deceased loved one kind of checking up on you. Okay, the other spirit animal that we have for you is Dolphin Atlantis, and you see we have this ancient mystical place, mystical world, Atlantis, right? So again, definitely feel like you are longing for different home, because you have had a home somewhere else. This is not the only home. Earth is not the only home that you know, that you have seen. So definitely this feeling of longing something else and someplace else is present in your life, and you will probably feel it throughout your whole life. So when you see dolphins, it's like a reminder that something else exists, other planes, other dimensions, other systems, other worlds and dimensions. And I definitely as well feel that as a dolphin, someone from that life, from that system, dead or alive, I cannot tell you that, because I feel actually that there is some sort of different dimension that your past lifetime family is still living. I know that sounds super weird, but it's like I don't, it's like someone from that other dimension or other lifetime, other world shows up as a dolphin, as a messenger, but they're not really necessarily are dead. So I don't know how that works. I don't know how that actually works, but I definitely feel that. I also see that dolphins shows up when you need healing, when you need to just accept your life here, when you just need to be happy about your earthly experiences and just to be a little bit more free with that. Don't long for home that is missing now, and just enjoy what you have at this moment, kind of heal that. Also, dolphins could show up when a new relationship is entering in your life as well. I also see that some of you actually had one of your lifetimes, or you originated in some sea world. So you maybe are very drawn to mermaids, sea world, any sea creatures, or you maybe like to spend a lot of time in water, near water. You actually probably need to drink a lot of water. If you don't drink enough water, you might get very drained and very kind of almost like angry, I feel. So definitely kind of check your relationship with water, especially when you see dolphins around you. And you maybe will see dolphins at certain moments in your life, like in stages when you are young, and then they will disappear, and then you will see them when you are older. But no matter the case, see your relationship with water and moon, because I feel that these two affect you heavily. And your last spirit animal is butterfly, and it speaks about emerging, taking the leap of faith. So when you see butterflies, I definitely feel that it's about you being in your power, you kind of breaking your cocoon and just stepping into your power. It's also about new beginnings and starting fresh, not being afraid to go after what you want, to growing, to maturing, soul growth and emerging. So just, becoming who you are meant to be. I also feel that with this butterfly energy, this butterfly spirit animal, because we are all so used to see butterflies and we associate them with new beginnings, with new opportunities, with new fresh starts. I definitely feel that all of the other spirit animals or some other energies actually show up in your life as butterflies, just to get your attention. So you could kind of get the symbolism and get the message. Yeah. Okay, what else? We have 7 of Pentacles, and we have Emperor. Okay, so these cards show the times when is the most likely for you to be contacted by these spirit guides, by these spirit animals, not talking about the all individual things and moments, but more collectively. So I definitely feel that you are most likely to be contacted by one of the or all of them when you lack um, lack vision in where you need to go and where you need to be, when you lack patience, when you lack overall guidance, when you feel very lost. I feel that one of the or all of them, again collectively, the spirit animals will show up and just kind of guide you. Not necessarily they will lead you the way, not necessarily lead the way and kind of will say, go here and here, like showing signs or making you to dream about the best possible solution, but they will kind of send small signs so you could get that, and you could be able to make good decision, because this is how they work. And with the Emperor card, I definitely feel that spirit animals just want you to kind of be stable and secure. And with the Pentacles, the coin energy, right, they want you to be successful, I feel, but most likely I feel that they want you to be authentic and in your power. They want you to trust yourself, trust that you are powerful, trust that you have those deep roots rooted somewhere, be that earth or be that different plane and dimension. But no matter where your roots start, what it matters is who you are in your soul. It matters how you are, what virtues you had, what morality you have, and all of that, how you show your talents. So I definitely feel that all of these spirit guides are working on that to remember you, that especially if you lack stability, especially if you feel like you are not secure in where you are or how you are, these spirit animals will show themselves to you and they will inspire more faith in your life. This is one of the things that spirit animals want you to know. Believe that you are not alone and that spirit is right beside you. You can ask for guidance anytime you want, not necessarily that they will tell you, word by word what you need to do, but you will get the guidance, you will feel the support, you will feel that you are not alone, especially if you have felt alone. Again, that longing for home. So you maybe longed for home and for true connection your whole life, but you have it, it's written in the stars and in your soul, so you never really are alone. So just ask for guidance, try some meditation maybe to get in contact with your spirit animal or your spirit guides or angels, so you could see that every information and every connection is available to you. And the other card, the other thing that they want to inspire in you is nature. And it just wants you to remember I feel like it's more about enjoying this life, enjoying moment. Sheeps could also be possible, one of your spirit animals, but they kind of remind me of llamas here. They want you to kind of just go outside and experience the world, have adventures, be a little bit spontaneous, again, having those earthly experiences, having that fun. Remember that you are here for a reason, that your soul chose to be here, and it's all for a reason. So don't be hard on yourself, okay? And the last card for you we have is harmony, but it's reversed. And why it's reversed, at first I kind of thought that it felt like that accidentally almost, but the more now I think about it, I kind of feel that sometimes maybe you are asking too much questions and you try too harshly and intensely to have peace, when of course you have to have peace, but you also have to have fun. You also have to have things that you do out of comfort zone. So I almost feel like you need to have this balance between peacefulness, harmony, between stability, and also with that a wild experience almost. And again, I also feel that when you don't have faith, you lack harmony. So definitely the blessings that your spirit animals are sending to you are, you always can have hope, and you always can create a peaceful or adventurous life. It all depends on you. They will support you in your journey no matter what, and you should always know that peacefulness and love and compassion is always available to you, as well as their guidance. Okay, group number 2, I think that, oh, I'm so sorry, I forgot to say the numbers. I'm so sorry. Okay, so the numbers that you can actually see when the spirit animals try to communicate with you are 7, 2, and 4, or 27. I also feel that this kind of color, like, I don't know what the color is. It is like greenish blue, light green blue. I don't know. It's also one of the colors that these spirit animals could use to communicate with you. So be aware of that. And yeah, now I think that is really it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye. Okay, group number 3. So we have your cards, and we will see them right away in a minute. You have 6 spirit animals. You have 6 spirit guides that show up in this reading. But if you do not see some of the spirit guide that you know that you have, trust your intuition always. Okay, and yeah, let's get started. Okay, the very first spirit animal that we have for you is dragon, and it's actually reversed. And why it's reversed, I feel like you're not connecting to this energy a lot. This is a mythical creature, and it might be hard to take it seriously sometimes, I feel, for you, but you definitely should be aware of this spirit animal being in your life and trying to connect with your energy and with you and trying to send you messages, because it says Gaia's gateway, access earth inner wisdom. So I definitely feel that this is the spirit animal that brings you a lot of wisdom and knowledge, especially if you are someone who works in some sort of spiritual field, or you work with knowledge, with information. I definitely feel that with allowing this energy, allowing the spirit guide to communicate with you, you would be able to access a lot of more information, and you actually could be able to like time travel in your mind as well, or in your dreams. I definitely feel something about that as well. Okay, another spirit animal that we have for you is penguin, and it's diamond light activation. So we have a lot of this awakened next level energy here, I feel. And even with the dragon here, we have a lot of purple, right? Third eye energy, and with this light activation. So I definitely feel that spirit guides are trying to communicate spiritual awakening things to you, if you haven't had one, or if you had, that you need to be more connected, and when you need to be more connected. When you see penguin as well, sometimes maybe you fell, sometimes you go into too much routine. Sometimes you maybe overwork yourself, or you don't trust the light overall. It's easy to get into maybe a little bit darker things and darker habits. So I definitely feel then when you see these spirit animals, especially penguin, it's a reminder for you to step into the light, be the light, be open to receive the light, because it's kind of one of the main things that you need to do. Allow the light to your heart, to reach your heart, and then kind of radiate to all the others. I also feel that some of you actually are traveling, or will be traveling, or something that has to do with traveling is one of your life tasks, missions, however you want to call it. And maybe you will visit a lot of sacred sites or some special places in this world, but you meant to do that, and you meant to get some knowledge or get something or find something there, and it will change humanity or it will change your community. It will be somehow very important. I also get a little bit more like Aquarius energy from penguin here. Don't ask me why, I don't know, but it's about innovations. It's about creating something to help the world. So maybe you are humanitarian, maybe you are innovator, maybe you work or will work in regards of social things, social causes, charities, and all of that. So I definitely feel you doing something, finding something, providing something that helps to bring more light to the world, that makes a world a better place. Okay, the other spirit animal that we have for you is owl in its side. So you can see that this is very knowledgeable, very wise pile here. We have a lot of spirit animals that brings wisdom, that speaks about ancient things, mysteries, even bringing something back to life from ancient cultures, from ancient practices. Maybe you will start practicing some ancient spiritual practice. Maybe it's not that ancient, maybe it's popular, but you will get very good at it. You will get very in tune with it, and you will show it to the world how it works and why it's important and how it could help. With the owl card here, with the owl spirit animal, I definitely feel that when you see owls, it's time for you to trust your knowledge. It's trust for you to kind of trust that inner knowing and go with it. Don't overlook the information that you feel is right. Sometimes over analyzing or completely trusting emotions and completely trusting feelings could be a little bit blinding, right? But if you see owl, it's time for you to trust that first instinct with that inner knowing, inner knowledge, because it's never wrong, I feel. I also feel with owl card, with an owl spirit animal here, you probably had a past lifetime somewhere where you have been very respected, where you have been very like a healer or teacher or medicine woman or a man or someone who teaches others and who helps others and provides a lot of knowledge. You also could be someone who is a night owl, someone who gets inspired a lot at the night. And I also feel that if you write, you could write something amazing, and especially if you trust that knowledge, those downloads that come from somewhere, it's actually like automatic writing, channeled writing. So I definitely feel that if you trust that, if you work on that, you could write something amazing, because you're kind of channeling your past lifetimes information, spirit animals and guides information, and overall just ancient wisdom being provided to you. You're channeling that and kind of writing it down. Okay, the other spirit animal that we have for you is swan, and it's graceful transformation. And this is the spirit animal I feel that you see when you need to transform something in your life, when you need to change your ways. And I feel that it has to do more with when you are being too harsh on something or on someone or even on yourself, when you need to lighten yourself up a little bit. And I also see when you see the swan, when you see white swan, is actually it's when you are a reminder that you are beautiful, that you are attractive. Maybe you're doubting your attractiveness. Maybe you're doubting your beauty. Maybe you're thinking that you're not beautiful enough, or that something is not right with you, or, could be really anything. But definitely feel when you see the swan, it's like this kick for, it's like spirit guide, spirit animal is kicking you to wake up and see what they see, what the world sees, what everyone else but you sees, how beautiful and amazing you are. I also feel that you are very talented and you could paint something or or create something as well, and it has to do with kind of showing the beauty. I don't know, maybe you can photograph portraits or paint portraits or describe someone in the song. I don't know, honestly, but I feel like there is this talent that you have, hidden talent, that it has to do with beauty. Or maybe, your beauty, your uniqueness could be your road to fame in a way, or you will become actress or something. Could be really anything, but I see some talent being connected to beauty. Okay, and now we have crane. It speaks about surrender. So when you see cranes, it speaks about surrendering. It's time to let go, and especially to let go limiting beliefs and kind of have more expansive thoughts. And I also feel that it could be in relation, letting go of those negative limiting beliefs, letting go of the negativity of darkness, and kind of again stepping in the light, trusting the knowledge, surrendering to the knowledge, surrendering to the ancient practices, surrendering to wisdom and accessing it. Maybe you can access Akashic records, or you really want that your Akashic records would be read by some reader. I definitely feel like actually you can do it yourself through meditation, through some spiritual stuff. So if you want that, you can definitely do that, and I actually feel that it could be very beneficial for you. And I also feel that you could actually do that for other people as well. And the other spirit animal that we have for you is spider, dream weaver. So I kind of feel with spider for you, it could be quite a few different ways and hows and why they show up, spiders. It could be when they want you to be more inspired. Spider could show up when you need to be more inspired, when you need to trust your dream more. It also could be when you need healing, when you need to let go of some trauma. Someone hurt you and you kind of keeping that grudge, you keeping on that anger. When spider shows up, it speaks about letting that go. And it also could be when you see spider, it speaks about being careful. Spiders are protective. It shows up when you need to be aware of circumstances, of problems, and of kind of bad people. It's more like personal thing for me, but if I see spider a certain amount of times, I don't know, I don't want to say how many times, and it's a weird circumstance when I see spider. I'm not saying going into some old house and where there are very webs and you see spiders. Well, it's not really the case. But when you see a spider in some strange place where there's not really possible for it to be, and you see a certain amount of times, it will be for everyone individual, or maybe, again, this is more like personal thing. It's a message for me that something is actually bad going to happen. So I'm kind of get very stressed when I see spiders at certain times. But it could be, again, this warning message for you as well. I feel it's like you have to be careful and you need to be extra protected. But again, they bring warnings sometimes, right, spider? But also spiders bring protection as well. So if you see spiders, if you know that it's your spirit animal, if you feel connected to this reading and to this particular spirit animal, just kind of take notice when you see them, 1, 2, 3, however, and be aware of how and what in your life is happening. Okay, I'm sorry, I think I'm talking just a little bit too much. Okay, Okay, the other card that we have for you is 8 of Swords. Moth could be also one of your spirit animals. We have another owl here. And we have Wheel of Fortune. Oh, and we have 3 cards for you. Judgment. This is probably eagle, right? Or owl. Probably owl. Look how similar they look. So when you see one of the spirit animal, or we talked about individual energies, but these are like additional or more collective, if we can call them that. So when you see more intense activity with your spirit guides, or when you see quite a few of your spirit guides in a sequel in a row, it's when you feel trapped. It's not focusing. Okay. It's when you feel trapped. It's when you cannot see the way. These are the moments when your spirit animals will show up. They will show up to let you know that you have the key to get yourself from some difficult situation and actually follow the path of success and good fortune. I definitely feel that some of these spirit animals show up when you need to stop overthinking things, when you need to stop this paralyzing thought pattern in your mind, and maybe when you are too negative, again, right, light activation. So maybe you are being too dark, you are stepping too far into the darkness, and then penguin shows up and it says stop. You need to step into the light, you need to step into your power and release yourself from this mental jail. Or it could be actually a physical circumstances, like a job or bad relationship or anything, when you need to rise and when you need to let go. Another energy that I'm getting with this Wheel of Fortune is when you need to work out some karmic stuff, when you need to kind of turn the wheel to a certain direction. I definitely feel spirit guides, spirit animals coming and helping to you, helping you to navigate all the roads, paths and journeys in your life, because I definitely feel you maybe are quite diverse person, quite unique in what you do. You maybe want to do a lot of different things, or what you want to do is quite unique. Again, with the travel, I think I mentioned travel, right? Wheel of Fortune, traveling, Jupiter energy, very expensive energy, Sagittarius, travel, philosophy. So definitely feel that spirit animals come to you when you do something in regards of that. They are protecting you in your journeys, physical or mental or emotional. I also feel that they bring you expansion in your knowledge. In philosophies, again, you can work on something or with something that will be very life-changing in a way for the humanity. And with the Judgment card here, we have this. Wow, okay. I definitely feel that these spirit animals show up when you need to make a decision, when you need to change your ways, when you need to rise to the occasion and to have transformation. Also, when you need to surrender and it's like if you make mistake and you're resisting to admitting it and changing your ways, it's like these spirit animals especially feel spider, owl, and maybe crane or swan. One of these two and these two will show up to tell you that it's enough, admit it, it's not that bad, let go and move on. So definitely feel that kind of thing. If you will ever in your life will want a rebirth, if ever in your life you will just pack your bags and move across the country, I definitely feel that you will have that fresh start and you will be very supported. And it actually not just you will be very supported, but your life will change for the better. So if you will ever in your, maybe later in years, you will feel that, trust the guidance, trust the signs from your spirit animals, because you will see that you are absolutely supported. I also getting a message about shamanism, so maybe trying some sort of shamanism practices, or if you are suffering from something, I'm not encouraging anything illegal or bad. Trust your intuition. Do what good's for you. But I definitely see that some alternative thing or medicine or shamanic practice or something like that could help you after some years with your condition, with your health, mental or physical, I don't know, but I definitely see you finding some sort of almost like a cure for yourself, maybe, or practice that could help you, and maybe you will feel like you don't believe it or you don't want to try it. I see spirit animals encouraging you to do that because it will be beneficial. It could also be an alternative lifestyle. Maybe you will change your lifestyle in a and become very alternative in a way. It could be that as well. Okay, what we have else for you? We have discernment. Spirit guides inspiring you to see truth. They appear when you need to see truth about something, about your life, about other people, and I feel like it's mostly about owl and maybe dragon. And when it's a warning, it's a spider. So definitely, allow this energy in your life. I don't remember if I mentioned, but swans show up when you're about to glow up as well. So if you see a swan, if you encounter it, social media or life, just know that your glow up is coming. Okay, we have love. They are inspiring to love more. They're inspiring you to listen to your heart. And also I feel that spirit guides are working their magic and helping you to meet your soul family, your soul tribe, and your soulmate, to create the most beautiful and the most amazing relationship that you could ever dream of. It's possible that you will meet your soulmate, your true partner, your significant other abroad, somewhere far in a faraway land. The person could be quite alternative, maybe you won't really take notice of him or her at first, but I feel like spirit guides will show you the signs that you have beautiful and special connection, and you should trust it, and you should not overlook it. So definitely I see spirit guides working on this love energy, you loving yourself more, you loving life more, you loving a world more, and you actually having soul tribe, soul family, soulmate, intimate kind of soulmate in this lifetime, and they won't stop until you have that, if you want. And the last card that we have, okay, health. So yeah, I think I mentioned health before. So, and it says, Mother Earth, sweet Mother Earth, bride, bring to me your health and might. So definitely I see that if you have ever encountered some health problem or issue, again, I'm not a doctor, cards do not really show the health, but this is what I'm picking up. So I have to tell you, trust yourself, trust your intuition, do not overlook your health. But I definitely feel that if you ever have problems with health, it could be something minor like headache, you can find medicine on earth. You can find medicine in nature, I feel. You can find medicine in some spiritual practice. So, not drugs, not and again, I'm not saying don't take drugs, medicine, if you have serious condition. This is for maybe something minor, just try it out. If your hair is falling out, maybe try some herbs rather than going to the store and buying tons of chemicals right away. This is that kind of thing, I feel, because whatever it is that you need to work on going into the years, with your health, I feel that you will be able to find it in nature. I also feel that healthy diet will become a part of your life, and maybe like doing yoga or exercising regularly will become a part of your daily routine. I also feel that for some of you, becoming vegetarian or vegan could be very beneficial and appropriate, because that will help you to increase your vitality, and it will help you to just overall you would become much happier. And I feel that when you have when you need to receive messages about health, Swan will show up as well. When it has to do with your exercise routine or meditation even, or diet, or whatever the case is in regards of your body, even mental health, you will see Swan swimming towards you. Okay, group number 3, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye. Okay, group number 4. So we have your cards, and we will see them right away. We have 7 spirit animals for you that you will see and connect with throughout your whole lifetime, this lifetime. And yeah, if you don't see a particular spirit animal that you constantly connect with, don't get discouraged. It might just not showed up in this particular reading. Always trust your intuition. If you know that your spirit animal is this or that, trust your own intuition. And yeah, let's get started with this reading. Okay, so the first card that we have for you, group number 4, the first spirit animal is Ladybird, and it speaks about luck. It's so sweet. Ladybird, when you see it, it's about manifestation. It's about keeping up that positivity, because everything will work out in your favor. I definitely feel that Ladybird shows up in your life when you have been manifesting something and you feel like it's not working, and you feel like you need to give up, or you don't have strength anymore. I definitely feel that it shows up to kind of give you more courage to continue, or to know that something is better is coming your way. I also feel that it has to do with beauty. So if you see Ladybird, something in regards of your beauty, you glowing up, you having your hair strengthened, or you just being more radiant, is also about that. When you will see that, when you will see the spirit animal, you will become more beautiful, and of course with luck, right? So be that luck in regards of how you look, in regards of your money, or in regards of relationships. When you see Ladybird, it speaks about that. It speaks about things changing in your favor. I also feel that when you see Ladybird, you might actually see it a lot when, for instance, if you just had a breakup, right? And when you see Ladybird, it's almost like it's saying that it's for the better, and not in a way that, well, everything works out in your favor, but more like this person was an obstacle in your life, and you are more lucky that he or she is gone. So this is the kind of energy I'm picking up. A number of how often you see this Ladybird also could be significant. So for instance, if you see it free times in short period of time. It could be that number 3 will become very significant in your life very soon, or for instance after 3 days, 3 weeks, or 3 months, you will receive some sort of news or some sort of blessing coming your way about something that you maybe have been waiting, or it will be something absolutely new but very exciting and something that you will be very happy about. Okay, the second spirit animal that we have for you is rabbit, and it says sensitive soul. So this is a spirit animal that shows up when you need to cut cords and strengthen your boundaries, when you need to kind of be happy that you are sensitive, that you are empath. Because I definitely feel that if you chose this group, you probably are empath and overall sensitive soul, very watery energy. Maybe you have a lot of water in your chart. But I definitely feel that when you see rabbit, it speaks about kind of celebrating your sensitivity, that you are empath, but also knowing how to put boundaries, how to stay strong. And also I definitely feel that you are someone who people sometimes, your kindness is probably often mistaken with weakness, but you definitely are not weak. You are very kind, but you are not weak. And rabbit shows up when you need to be reminded of that, when you need to be reminded that your kindness, your compassion, your sensitivity is not weakness. But that being said, you also need to work with your boundaries and with your ability to let go toxic people, because you are kind. You're not naive, you're not stupid, you're not dumb, you're just very kind and compassionate. You see goodness in everyone. You always probably think that everyone deserves a second chance, be that friends or even partners. But when a rabbit shows up, it reminds you that sometimes you just need to let go, because not everyone actually deserves that second chance. And you should never, put your own happiness and put your own beautiful, that golden heart and golden soul online, just because you believe that everyone around is good. Okay, we have Lion. Okay, you could be Leo or have a lot of Leo energy, like active 5th house, or have Sun, Moon, Rising, even Jupiter, Saturn in Leo. When Lion comes and shows up as your spirit guide, your spirit animal in your dreams or social media, I kind of feel that you need to celebrate your journey. You need to celebrate who you are and your authenticity. It's a reminder that you are very strong. It's like, here we have this sensitive soul that maybe some people mistake that is weak and is unable to do something. And we have this lion, right? Rabbit and lion, very different. Lion would hunt rabbit, right? So I kind of feel that when you need to be very strong and fierce, you can switch like that, and you can become this very intense and predatorial animal who goes after what he or she wants, but also it's more about defending yourself, defending your people, your tribe, your community, your pack, right? Well, lions don't really, I feel like they're more individuals, but when it comes to people that you love, that you care for, I definitely feel you going after the problems that they face or the people that try to cause their problems very fiercely. So this is the kind of two sides that you have, and these spirit animals are kind of trying to show that to you and remind you of that you can be this sensitive soul, but you should not sleep on that. You should not get cozy with that, because in your heart, in your soul, you are actually a lion, and your sensitivity should not be mistaken with your strength. The strength that you have, the kindness that you have is not weakness, it's strength, it's honor, it's dignity, and it's something that actually brings you luck. It's something that will be very beneficial going forward in your years. And with lion here as well, I definitely feel that when you see lion, it's about you embracing yourself, it's about you celebrating your authenticity, it's about embracing and celebrating who you are and what you can do. It's about celebrating your golden heart. I definitely feel this kind of golden heart about you, so definitely that. I also see that when you see lion, that you need to, it's a message that you need to be more loyal to your dreams and to yourself. You need to be very dignified. If someone is stepping over your boundaries, is someone breaking your boundaries, it's like honor, right? Remember, you are loyal to yourself. You are a proud animal. You are a king or queen of the jungle, so no one has the right to do that to you. So this is the kind of energy that I'm feeling that lion is bringing, and it's the kind of energy that will push you forward throughout your life, I feel. Okay, we have deer and trust. So when you see deer, it's about you trusting universe. It's about you trusting yourself. It's about you trusting luck and this energy of luck. Some of you could be actually very connected to goddess Fortuna. I don't know the other names that she has, but I know in one of the cultures, her name is Fortuna. So I definitely feel that you could be very connected to Fortuna. Also with the lion could be ancient. In some shamanic cultures, there was this ancient king, ancient lion. So I definitely feel that you could be connected with that as well. Some ancient cultures and ancient goddesses could be present in your life daily, or you can connect with them very easily. But especially deer, I definitely feel that goddess Fortuna or some other goddess could appear in your life as deer, and it's a message for you to trust universe and trust how everything is working. Also be more light, not to be so hard on yourself, and not to fall into trap of sensitivity and projections of others, things that others projected on you and are not really yours. And it's easy to do for some empaths, because you are very empathic, you are very sensitive to energies, and you care for other people. But this is the reminder for you to kind of distinguish what is yours and what is not, what are your emotions and what are projections of other people. Okay, sloth, digital detox. Okay, so this spirit animal shows up when you need to detox in all ways possible, when you need to turn off electronics, when you need to meditate, when you need to strengthen your soul, when you need to recuperate, when you need to reset and recharge your batteries. Also feel that this animal shows up when, or actually any animal that likes to sleep, I feel, when you need to sleep, when you need to rest, when you have been working too much, or you have been communicating with too many people in a very short period of time. I feel like when this spirit animal shows, you need to kind of just take a step back and just be. Okay, sea turtle. Conservation, make conscious choices. So if you see sea turtle, or just turtle, it's about you making decisions. It suggests you to not to rush into making decisions. I feel turtle, it wants you to kind of dive deep and don't make decisions just on surface. And by that I mean, like, you think this is the best possible way, your mind is telling you that, and you go with that option, with that choice. When sea turtle shows up, it's about unconscious things as well. It's about understanding different levels of situation. It's about understanding different sides of problem or opportunity or whatever it is. So I definitely feel that when you see sea turtle, you need to be very observing. You need to be very conscious, aware, and choose very wisely. Also, sea turtle could appear in your life when you are about to make choice. You don't even know that you will need to make some choice about job, relationship, or whatever, and you start seeing turtles. That is your cue that you will need to make decision quite soon. Okay, and the last spirit guide for you that we have is eagle, and it says ancestral healing. Okay, so when you see eagle, when you dream of eagle, when you hear talks even about eagle, it speaks about ancestors, it speaks about ancestral lines, it speaks about bloodlines, and it speaks about you needing to understand something about your lineage, about you needing to understand about something about your ancestors, maybe even healing ancestral karma, maybe healing some past issues with family, with people that are closest to you. I also feel that with this card, it's about you needing to have better communication with your spirit guides. And also when you see eagle, I also feel that when you see the spirit animal, it's your past loved ones, deceased loved ones, are trying to communicate with you. When you see eagle, when you see eagle in your life, in your walking life, in dreams, or on social media, whatever, try to get more in tune with this animal. And if you kind of close your eyes and some loved one, some person shows up in your mind, it's actually that person, that spirit is trying to send you some message, is trying to communicate with you. I also see that eagle could be one of the most actually important spirit animals for some of you who chose this pile. One of the most prominent, one of the most that you see at certain period of time, especially when you are maybe growing or going to kind of onto the next step, next level, before or after spiritual awakening. It could be about healing past life karma as well. So when you see eagle, I feel that is very, very important, and it's not something that you should kind of overlook. Okay, we have Mother of Wands or Queen of Wands. Snakes could be significant as well, one of your spirit animals, or how one of these spirit animals or your ancestors disguise themselves. We have Six of Pentacles, and we have Three of Pentacles. So collectively, these spirit animals show up when you're not trusting your authenticity, when you are out of balance with who you are, when you doubting your purpose, when you're doubting your power, when you're doubting your spirituality, when you're doubting your creativity, your femininity, maybe when you have troubles with motherhood as well. Then these spirit animals will show up. They also will show up, and I'm not just sure which one, maybe even a ladybird. Honestly, cannot tell you, but could be snake as well. If someone is being untruthful or unfaithful or wants to take advantage of you, one of these spirit animals could show up. And I know ladybird speaks about luck, but for instance, if you feel that something is off about some person and you see a ladybird, that could be the case that you have to remove this person from your life to be more happy. I also feel that spirit animals shows up collectively, or one of them, when you need to give yourself more, or when you have to restore giving and taking balance in your life, when you need to kind of take care of yourself or plant new seeds and trust that something will grow out of them. Also with the Three of Pentacles, I see that these spirit animals are constantly trying to help you to improve and develop your talents. Maybe there is something, from your ancestors that you inherited, some talent or some skill, and these spirit animals are constantly trying to help you to work on that. I also feel that they are trying to help you to balance out relationships, friendships, partnerships, because sometimes there's not an equal balance, and this is something that you will need to learn throughout this lifetime, and these spirit animals will help you to do that. Okay, we have be bold and mighty forces will aid you. Take action. Good luck favors the brave. So these spirit animals collectively, they want you to be more brave. They want you to sometimes be wild and trust that luck will be here for you, that you are supported, that there's nothing wrong with your path, that there is nothing wrong with abundance that you can get. Everything is available to you. And with this elegance card here, I definitely feel that and also swan or even dragons could also be present sometimes in your life. I definitely feel that you should trust how wonderful, how different, and how authentic you are, how you have this gentle heart, I feel, and you need to trust it. You need to appreciate it, because even, for instance, if you had a hard childhood, if you felt alone a lot of the time, if you felt like something is not working in your life, or you felt like you can never overcome some traumas from childhood, this card speaks about you blooming like a beautiful lotus, blooming and blossoming. So definitely see that spirit animals want you to know that, wants you to trust that beauty is something that you almost like entitled to. You are beautiful inside and outside, and you should trust that, and you're beautiful, and your journey is just equally beautiful, and it will always be. And with this joy card, this is ultimate blessing, something that is some energy that is always available to you from these spirit animals, and it's joy. So I kind of feel that you're someone who, and it's because of these spirit animals, you are someone who can be very sad and then lighten up very quickly. Like you can cry and you can laugh, or if you have some traumas and if you have this nature, you can even sometimes laugh when something bad happens. But this is because your spirit animals try to help you this way. So don't freak out about that. Don't think that something is wrong with you just because you can very quickly overcome sadness or crying and laugh like immediately. This is joy radiating from your heart. You have this golden heart, so you should appreciate it, because your spirit animals surely do. Okay, thank you so much, group number 4. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Okay, group number 5. So we have your cards. We will see them in a minute, and you have totally 6 spirit animals. And if you don't see your spirit animal that you are used to in this pile, in this group, don't get discouraged. Trust your intuition and see, maybe some of these spirit animals will come to you later in years, because these are the spirit animals that will show up throughout your lifetime, not just now. Okay, let's get started. Okay, the very first spirit animal that we have for you is wolf, and it speaks about heart medicine. Heart medicine. I'm sorry, I cannot speak anymore. I feel like when wolf shows up in your life, it's time for you to heal, it's time for you to mend, and it's time for you to forgive or forget or ask for forgiveness. I feel like when wolf shows up, it says almost like you can do better. You can have something better, someone better. You can do better overall. It's time for you to kind of take highway, almost like in some cases. So definitely, if you feel a wolf very constantly, white wolf or just wolf overall, and you may be holding a grudge, or you feel like someone done something bad to you, just ask for forgiveness, or just forgive and forget, let go, because definitely feel it is the time when wolf shows up for you to heal your heart and move on. I also feel that if you are someone who constantly sees wolf, if you have since childhood and it never really stopped, wolf always has been part of your life and part of your journey. You could be someone who actually could work with animals, could work with the shamanic stuff, could work with alternative medicine stuff, and also someone who could overall practice some sort of spiritual practices. Or and you should trust your intuition more, because wolf is overall very intuitive animal, and I definitely feel that it is about your intuition and you trusting your highest good overall. And I also feel that if you this is very specific message, so it won't resonate with everyone, but I feel that some of you actually don't know your real family, or you feel like you don't know your real family. So for some of you, you could actually be very attached to your past lifetime, or your lifetime that you had some previous time, and you kind of miss that family, and this is why you feel that this family is not yours. But for others, actually it is the truth. It is, and you already know this is not a prediction or something that you will find out. Those who know that your parents are not your parents, or that your sibling is missing, if you constantly see wolf and intuitively you get the urge and the need to look out for that family member or your parents, I feel like you should, because this is your spirit animal kind of guiding you and helping you with that. Okay, the other spirit animal we have is frog, but it's reversed, and it speaks about stepping into your power. So I feel like, because it's reversed, I feel like you're not really trusting your power, you're not really stepping into your power, and the frog cannot really get to you sometimes, because you're so much ignoring your true power, you're so ignoring your possibilities, your abilities. You like letting sometimes maybe other people to write your story, or just to rip pages from the story of your life from your book. So I definitely feel that if you allow this energy more into your life, you would be much happier and much stronger, because frog wants you to get more into your power, step into your light, step into your authenticity, be empowered, be strong. So if you will start seeing frogs, if you will start hearing frogs or dreaming of frogs or something like that, just trust that and kind of let this energy to guide you, let this energy to reach you, because it will be very beneficial, especially if you want to change your life, especially if you want to work on your heart chakra, because I definitely feel that your heart chakra is blocked at the moment when you're watching this, or it was blocked when you were a kid, or it is constantly getting blocked because you're not allowing your heart to heal, and you're not allowing your inner power to take over. We have intuition with starfish here, and this is another spirit animal that we have for you. And because it speaks about intuition, again, I definitely feel that you are someone who is very intuitive, maybe have some psychic abilities that are not yet quite developed very well. But if you will want to work in some spiritual field, or just overall, just lead a more connected life, it would be very good for you to trust your intuition more, work on your intuition more. And if you see starfish, or for the matter, actually any star, if you see stars overall, I definitely feel that it's a sign for you to trust your intuition more, for you to believe what your intuition is telling you, think less and feel more, kind of hear your soul's truth. And these cards, these spirit animals, all come hand in hand actually. And I feel like once you step into your power, for instance, right, once you work on that heart chakra of yours, your throat chakra will get much more balanced, and it will be easier for you to speak your truth. The other spirit animal that we have for you is giraffe, and it says the bigger picture. So I definitely feel that sometimes you kind of lose forest for the trees kind of thing. You overanalyze, and this is why maybe we have think less, feel more, right? So sometimes you just need to see the bigger picture. You just need to see kind of the whole book rather than reading a one line. And I don't know why I'm getting this book story thing over and over again. Maybe you want to write a book, maybe you are a writer, or you just need to read more to expand your mind. There is something about book and books as well. With giraffe, I also feel that something that you're working on, or you will be working on later in life, maybe you are now very young, something won't work very quickly, or you might need to change it a little bit, shift it a little bit. Don't get frustrated, because it's for the better. You don't see the big picture, but you will, and kind of just trust the guidance that you need to shift it and change it a little bit, because it will be for the better. So if you see giraffe, so on social media or in picture and photograph, know that there is something that you don't see, that you are failing to see. And failing is such a bad word sometimes, but you are something there's something that you are ignoring, and you shouldn't. And if you allow yourself to see that bigger picture, you it's a sign that you would see that much better things are coming your way, and things are not necessarily that bad at times. We have phoenix. Okay, mythical creature and power. So when you see phoenix movies, even that you choose to watch, social media again, dream maybe, or just maybe you just watch fire, and something in that fire, in those flames, remind you of wings and of phoenix itself. It's for a reminder for you that you are a spiritual being, that you are free soul, that you have spiritual freedom, and that you can follow the path that you want to follow, and that you can rise from anything that was in your life, that happened in your life. Maybe you had a very hard childhood, maybe you had a very traumatic childhood, maybe there is something that still bothers you and still prevents you from believing and stepping into your power. I see that when you see phoenix, it's a reminder for you to feel empowered. It's a reminder for you to follow your path, follow your heart, and not to ever doubt yourself, because you are absolutely super powerful. Phoenix is one of the most powerful, I feel, animals, because it's mythical, because it's ancient, because it brings ancient wisdom here. Not necessarily that others are not powerful, they are all equals here. But when we see phoenix, when you will see phoenix in your life, when you will feel this phoenix guidance in your life, you will know that transformation is possible, that it's coming, that you can overcome anything. It's like death card in the tarot, right? You can overcome everything. Sun is shining again. You are getting that new start, that new beginning, that fresh start, and old ways are dying, and it's time for you to let go of old ways. So this is the kind of energy I'm feeling from Phoenix. When you will see it, know that you are spiritual, creative, and authentic, and you can overcome anything, and it's time for you to burn old things so you can step into your power. Okay, the other spirit animal is bear. You are the light, and it speaks about you stepping fully into your light. So I feel that when you will see bears in your life, it will speak about you not really trusting your light and maybe going into the dark places in your mind at times. But when you will see bear, when bear will appear in your life, it will be a time for you to be protected and know that it's not a time for you to be negative. It's not a time for you to doubt yourself and your abilities, and you are fully protected and fully guided and supported in those positive thoughts and dreams that you have. Okay, let's see other cards. We have Hermit. Turtles could be also significant. Some of you can actually have turtles as your spirit animal. We have Tower. Oh my god, we have Death. Oh my god, I'm so surprised. I haven't seen the Death card. I've seen the Phoenix card when it popped out, but I haven't seen Death card that it fell into this pile. Oh my god, amazing. And we have Two of Swords. So this is the collective energy of when spirit guides can appear in your life. And I definitely feel that with the Hermit card. They are appearing when you are calm, when you are retreating, when you are meditating. Maybe you are doing guided meditations to meet your spirit animals and spirit guides. But overall, I feel like when you are in that quiet space, when you are free of noise and calm and your mind is just serene, I feel that is when your spirit guides can tell you things and can give you messages. But I also feel definitely they sometimes appear when you are getting too isolated, and they might sometimes just kind of come to you and invite you to play in a way. With the Tower card here, I definitely feel that when you feel like something is crashing, when you feel like something is not working right, when something is ending, spirit guides, I definitely feel Phoenix with these two energies. They come up to tell you that everything is working out for the better, that everything is working out the way it should. You're kind of getting that free jail card. You are getting out of a bad circumstance without really losing anything, because the good things are just yet to come. When something shocking happens, when something bad even happens, I definitely feel you are being very guided and supported by your spirit guides. I definitely feel both energy here as well. So even if you get some bad news, you might at times feel very peaceful, very undisturbed even, and other people might think that you don't care, but you care, but you are so guided and so supported and so protected that you kind of accept that even bad news very calmly. And with the Death card, definitely you can rise from anything, you can overcome anything, even when turbulent thoughts and things and feelings reach you. When you allow them to your heart and to your mind, and definitely feel that you are empowered and able and capable enough to overcome anything and rise from anything. Nothing really is the end, and nothing really could beat you down to the point that you couldn't get up. I feel like you are one of the strongest persons on this planet, but sometimes you don't even believe that. Sometimes you overlook that strength. Sometimes you overlook that power that is within you. And if you would release it, if you would allow this power to take over, you would be unstoppable, and nothing really could ever hurt you really. And with Two of Swords, I definitely feel that when you trust your intuition or when you doubt your intuition, spirit guides, spirit animals are around you. When you need to make a decision, when you need to make a choice, these spirit animals show up themselves and trying to guide you, trying to support you in your choices and in your decisions. When you also feel blinded about some situation or something that you don't know, when you are looking for the truth, when you are looking for answers, I also feel that spirit animals show up. We also see happiness here, and these are the things. Power. These are the things that these spirit animals try to inspire in you, try to give to you, trying to remind you about. And these are colibris, right? Hummingbirds. These birds could also be one of your spirit animals, or sometimes just show up as messengers from these spirit animals. So I definitely feel that these spirit animals collectively sending you happiness, joyfulness. They want you to be happy about smallest things in life. They want you to be more grateful. They want you to just kind of enjoy life sometimes a little bit more than you usually do. And I also feel that with this power card here, your spirit animals also want you to accept your power and to remember how powerful you are, how unique you are. With this power card, we have the dragon mentioned here, so it could be not phoenix for some of you, but actually dragon. But overall, these are two kind of ancient energies, ancient things. So I definitely think that you have this ancient wisdom in you. You can work with elements, you can mend elements, some of you. So I definitely would look into that more, maybe again some ancient practice or something. But definitely you are much more powerful than you realize, and spirit guides, spirit animals know that. And of course, we have the energy card. So definitely you are very energetic. You probably have very powerful aura. Your aura takes over the whole room, and you are very protected, even you don't actually realize that. You could also be good at Reiki, I feel, or some other practice that asks to work with energies or hands. I definitely also feel that you are very protected again, especially with the bear card. I kind of feel that one of your ancestors shows up as bear, some male spirit, and you are definitely protected by your deceased loved one from, by that spirit. But yeah, definitely a lot of protection, a lot of power. You are very, very powerful. And one of your ancestors, a woman, I don't know if she actually told you that you will inherit her psychic abilities and psychic talents and skills or not, but you definitely are connected to her, and you are either kind of have skills on her own that you inherited from her, or when you are working with something spiritual, when you are getting messages from universe, clairaudience, clairvoyance or something, it's actually her kind of translating those messages to you, so you're kind of working with her. And she's also very protective of you, especially when it comes to relationships, I feel. So she also could disguise herself as one of the spirit animals, and I also feel that she could appear as like bones, like skulls or something. If you see something like that somewhere, this could be her trying to send you a message about the need to transform and the need to understand certain things about your own life. Okay, group number 5, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye. Okay, group number 6. So we have your cards, and we will see them in a few seconds. And you totally have 7 spirit animals. And if you don't see one of your spirit animals that you know absolutely perfectly, that you have, don't get discouraged. That just means that maybe that particular spirit animal did not show itself in this reading, and always trust your intuition. Your intuition knows the best. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, the very first spirit animal for you, group number 6, we have is leafcutter ant, army of life. And what I see right away with this spirit animal is that this spirit animal has mission to let you know that you have army supporting of you. Literally, it's like you have such a big tribe, such a big support that you have no idea. And the support maybe is not seen with your eyes, right in front of you, but it's definitely there, supporting you behind the curtains, supporting you in the background, and really helping you to achieve your goals. I also see that the spirit animal and comes to you when you ask for help, when you seek some sort of support, when you seek some sort of guidance, when you feel like you don't have motivation to work on your project. This is the spirit animal. This is the spirit animal that shows itself to you, and you absolutely need to trust it. And I also feel that the spirit animal inspires you to know and kind of reminds you that the smallest things count in life, and no matter how small your talent is, how small you yourself think you are, you can achieve great things if you believe in yourself and you have someone that can support you. Okay, the other spirit animal that we have for you is peacock, self-love. And this spirit animal, or patterns even, I feel, of this spirit animal, like feathers, beautiful bright feathers, if you see them, these are the signs when the spirit animal shows up or sends you signs, is when you need to more focus on self-love, when you need to allow self-love in your life, when you need to work on yourself, work on how you treat yourself, when you need to spoil yourself a little bit, when you need to understand that you are magnificent and celebrate that. I definitely feel that peacock reminds you of trusting your authenticity, sure, but most likely loving your authenticity, just loving yourself fully, because from that, everything then falls into place. The third spirit animal that we have for you is squirrel, and it speaks about spiritual maintenance. And yeah, it kind of makes sense because you have the support, you have the guidance, but you need to love yourself. You need to allow love to come into your life, and then kind of maintain that love, maintain the knowledge, maintain how you treat yourself. It's a progress. It's not something that you can do and then abandon with self-love, with spirituality. It's something that you need to work on daily if you want to have good results. And I feel like when you see a squirrel, even when you see, I forgot how they are called, these things when squirrels take into their home. When you see them, it's a message for you to take care of yourself, take care of your spirituality, take care of your practices. Maybe change your routine a little bit. Maybe incorporate spirituality in your routine. And also I feel with this spirit animal, when you see this, it's time for you to take care of your resources. Maybe you are overspending at that time, or you are buying things that you don't really need and not really taking good care of the things that actually matter and that you really need to take care of. When you see a squirrel, that is a message for you to take care of your resources. Okay, and we have dog, divine service. So, oh my God, I definitely feel that if you have a dog, or if you had a dog as a kid, or when you will have a dog, this is how that will actually be your spirit animal. Your spirit of animal actually kind of going into a physical living dog, if that makes sense. And this will be someone who will be by your side 24/7, and this will be your biggest supporter, your biggest cheerleader. And yeah, I definitely feel this energy of loyalty. When you see dog, when dog comes to you out of nowhere, it's a message from this spirit. It's a message from universe, really, that you are guided, you're not alone, you are supported. And also I definitely feel that it's important for you to know in these moments that you need to take a step back and kind of to look at yourself. This is the kind of pile that I see a lot of soul and self-love thing going on, like the need to work on yourself in a way that you don't overlook your needs and overlook your desires and dreams, because maybe you are the kind of person who was raised to take care of others first and then only yourself, and you kind of develop this selflessness that almost is sacrificial or martyr like. So I definitely feel that these are the spirit animals. Maybe this is just for certain part of your life, not necessarily for your whole life, but maybe there were just these moments when you feel like this. But I feel that these spirit animals come to you and kind of try to encourage you to be more selfish with love, with time, with attention, not give that to others, not to give that to everyone who asks for it, but maybe just kind of stepping back and giving that to yourself, because you yourself are someone who should be like one of the most, or if not the most important person to you, and you really need to take care of yourself first. But I definitely feel with dog that the dog that you will have or you had in your childhood was actually spirit animal, spirit guy, the living in that dog, kind of taking over the dog in a, not in a creepy way, but in a way that it wanted to be around you and to help you constantly, protect you. Okay, the other spirit animal that we have is bat, and it speaks about listening. It speaks about you listening when you need to change. It speaks about you listening when it's time for you to start new phase. We have the full moon here, right? And full moon is about completion. One phase is ending and then new one is about to start. It's about soul patterns. It's about ancestral karma. It's about overall patterns, daily routines, habits that are no longer serving you, that are no longer aligning with your highest good, with your purpose. And it's time for you to let that go. It's time for you to have that completion, to take what you learned from that and move on. And I feel like when bats show up, when you see them on social media and pictures and photographs, whatever, that is the reminder that you need to do that you need to listen to the cycles, that you need to listen to what is going on around you and kind of be in tune with changes, be in tune with energies, so you could change accordingly, so you would not get stuck. Okay, we have koi carp, and it speaks about abundance. When you see this fish, or when actually you see any fish, you should know that flow is kind of, the flow is being triggered and abundance is coming to you, that you are ready and you should be ready. You should be prepared to receive something good. For some of you, I even feel that when you see fish, golden fish or yellow fish, it's when you will receive a lot of money. It could be one of the signs that money is coming to you, or it could be in any other form of abundance. Something very great, important is coming to you when you see fish, or particularly carp fish. Oh, I lost the card, sorry. The other card that we have, the other spirit animal that we have for you is chameleon, and it's soul tribe. And it says on the card, it is safe to be seen. So it could be that you are actually very unique, and when you see chameleon, it kind of says that it's okay for you to show your true colors to the world. But I also feel that it speaks about, when you see chameleon, it speaks about people that are from your soul tribe, that are from your soul family, maybe from your past lifetimes, that people, not karmic people in a bad way, but good people, people who you have deep soulful connection with from past lifetimes, are near you, and you might not recognize them. They might be different from the people that you are used to hang out with. And when you see chameleon, just look around with and see people that you are interacting with. Maybe your intuition is telling you that this is the person that you should talk with more, or that this is the person that you could create relationship with, but you're not trusting that because there is something in their outside in your exterior, in how they look, kind of doesn't fit your stereotypes, or doesn't fit your standards in a way. So I definitely feel that when you see chameleon, you should see through that exterior, through what changes. And looks change, looks change. People get older. When you get older, especially, you see people differently. You don't really see how they look, and if you have connection with them, actually those people become so beautiful. They become so vibrant and radiant, and it's like, and when you fall in love, even if that person is not really that beautiful according to stereotype and according to stereotypical standards of our society, that person becomes the most beautiful person in this whole world, because you looking at that person through loving eyes. So what I see with this card is that you should look beyond looks, beyond exterior, because it matters what is beneath that. That is how you create soulful, profound connection. That is how you find soul tribe, not basing on first not basing your the wants and the needs to create connections, to talk with someone on how they look, how they dress, and all of that. And especially if you are basing that on physical attractiveness, that thing fades. Okay, I'm babbling. I think it's my tiredness because there are so many piles. Okay, I'm so sorry. So this is how the chameleon presents itself, and I also feel that it's the same for you as well. You should not treat you should not base your worth on your looks, on how you look, or on how pretty you are, because that is only exterior, and that can't be changed. That changes because of we age, or because of people age. That changes because you can use plastic surgery. That is not what stays. That is the changeable things. What actually matters and what actually determines your worth is what is in your heart, what is in your mind, what is in your soul, how your soul is. So that is, I see when you see this chameleon, when you need to understand that and know that. Okay, the other card that we have is 9 of Wands, and the other one is 10 of Cups. So definitely collectively spirit guides show up when you are facing some difficulties, when reaching goals, when you feeling very tired. I definitely feel when you need that extra energy boost. You might see ants, or ants might seem working silently. You might not even notice them. You might not even know that you have these spirit animals. Maybe you saw them when you were a kid a lot, but now you don't anymore because they're so small and so fast. They're working, they're doing their job, and they're kind of out of your sight, and this is how they're working in your life as well. But they're definitely helping you to reach something that you want. I also feel that your spirit guides are showing when you need to trust your intuition more, when you need to take that next step, that next level in order to finish something, to release something, to start new and fresh thing. And with the 10 of Cups, I also feel that when you feel emotional exhaustion, or when you feel like something is not right within your emotions, when you feel overwhelmed maybe, or you're not trusting your intuition, that is also when your spirit animals come to you. I also feel that dog, a spirit animal, this spirit animal wants you to know that you can create beautiful connections with anyone, and it's like healing you in a way, I feel. And if you had lost, if your dog passed away, this could be your spirit animal. It could be that your dog became your spirit animal, and it's working to help you to create beautiful and meaningful relationships with others and with yourself. With the mercy card here, this is what your spirit guides want you to work on. This is what your spirit guides want you to have, what they are inspiring in your life. It's compassion, it's kindness, it's connection with all the living things, it's receptivity, it's allowing good things to happen in your life, it's allowing abundance to happen in your life, it's allowing old things to end and new things take over. With the change, I also feel that they often want you to transform, to have some new beginning, to embrace more light in your life. Maybe you can be a little bit pessimistic and you get very excited about things, about spirituality, about law of attraction, about optimism, but then very quickly you kind of forget that. If you don't work on that daily, you forget that, and you go back to your routines, you go back to your maybe some pessimistic habits. So I definitely feel that your spirit guides are working on that and trying to help you to embrace more light and more joy and more happiness in your life, and transform all of the things that are no longer working you, including your view of relationships, because I do feel that there are some toxicity in regards of relationships, and they are helping you to overcome that. We have knowledge reversed, and I definitely feel that you don't allow this energy to come in. This is the blessing, the ultimate blessing from your spirit animals, and this is knowledge. This means that you are absolutely can access knowledge from your spirit guides, and it's absolutely available to you. You should never doubt that. You can almost like you can ask question and get answer from your spirit animal if you just want that. And you also, with this lamp, I definitely feel that if you wish for something, if you would just believe it enough, if you would just kind of ask it from your spirit animals, they would grant you that wish. But because you don't often believe that, because you don't often trust that, it's harder for them to deliver those dreams or deliver those that prosperity and abundance, because sometimes you lack trust. I also feel that your ancestors were very knowledgeable. Maybe you have had teachers in your ancestor line, your grandparents maybe were teachers, or there was someone who was very knowledgeable. I see a lot of knowledge, a lot of wisdom, a lot of mentorship in your bloodline. So definitely those things were passed on to you, but you sometimes overlook that. But if you wouldn't, you could use that in your advantage, and for something that could be kind of used to create something that you want in this lifetime. So if you see numbers 1, 10, 9, these could be the numbers that you see when these, also 0, 0. These could be numbers that you see when your spirit animals try to communicate with you. Okay, group number 6, this is all I have for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye. Okay, group number 7. So we have your cards. We will look at them in a second. You have totally 6 spirit animals, but if you don't see your spirit animal here in this pile, don't get discouraged. It probably just didn't show up. And always trust your intuition. If you feel that your spirit animal is this or that, just trust your intuition, okay? Okay, the very first spirit animal that we have for you, group number 7, is Flamingo, and it's about unity heart. And so I feel like this spirit animal shows up when you are called to work on collective energy, when you are called to connect to the universe, when you are called to connect to the source. I definitely feel that when you get a little bit out of touch with your environment and what is going on around you, when you feel, even when you are you get a little bit isolated, would be that, because of circumstances or by your own choice, I feel like you might see flamingos a lot, because they are calling you to kind of reach out, to feel collective energy, to feel other people, to feel environment. So yeah, definitely collective energy. Maybe you work in community or you work with collective energy in some way, but I definitely feel that the spirit animal speaks about collective energy, collective work, and collective healing. The other spirit animal that we have for you is whale, and it speaks about tenderness. Whales are very spiritual animals. They connect through the very high vibrational sound. So I feel like you maybe are clairaudient, or you can understand animals, how they speak. I don't know why it feels like it, but it does. You might also hear sounds, weird sounds, or you might hear sounds in your mind, and this is how you get messages. Your intuition might be based on sounds, or you might get messages through songs, or you might write songs yourself. This is something about that. I see that whale shows up in your life when you need to kind of listen to what you're hearing, when you need to hear the messages that are coming your way, when you need to accept those messages. I also see that whale shows up when you need to be more tender, show compassion, and forgive to other people, or especially yourself, because not forgiving and not letting go of bad things or the past actually prevents you from being more intuitive. And also, I definitely feel with these two energies that you should not take on too much on other people's problems, because you might have a tendency to do that because you're empathic. Okay, we have snake kundalini rising. So definitely this pile so far seems as very spiritual pile, very in tune with energies pile. You maybe are astrologer. Oh my god, I cannot speak anymore. Astrologer as well, because this is someone who kind of sees what is going on in the world, how energies are playing out, how planets are going, and all of that. Or maybe you are just very interested in that, so maybe you are just kind of looking at astrological aspects daily. With the snake card here, I definitely feel this divine energy, divine feminine, divine masculine energy, very sacral chakra energy, strengthening solar plexus chakra, solar chakras, being confident in your spirituality. When snake shows up, I definitely feel that it kind of inspires you to channel your creativity and passion and sensuality into your creations, into something that you are creating. Maybe you are creating something that is kind of tangible, like something that you can touch, or maybe you paint, or maybe you somehow channel this creative energy into some sort of creations. I don't know, but definitely see that snake inspires you to work with more passion and to create something that is more than just a simple creation, but it's more like spiritual piece of art almost. I also see that you see snakes when you need to be more aware, and snakes shows up when you are going through a bad thing, or when you feel like someone is being not trustworthy, or when you feel like someone might do something bad to you. When you see snake, it shows that you are being protected and you are being supported, and no one can really get to you because you are protected by higher forces. We have elephant reversed, and it speaks about grounding. So I definitely feel that sometimes you are not grounded, and it's kind of makes sense because you are so in tune with all of the energies. You are so in tune with spiritual things, with universe, with collective energy, with divine energy with other realms even. So sometimes it's normal that it can be hard for you a little bit to be grounded. But when you see elephant, when you see, even I'm kind of getting message that you often come across word grounding, like you hear grounding a lot, or you see this word written a lot, maybe in social media. So when you do that, when you get kind of, when this energy, when the spirit animal reaches you, just kind of take notice of that and try to ground yourself, try to ease yourself, and whatever practice you do to ground yourself, do it, because you might really, really need that at that moment. And elephant overall is very powerful, very kind of connected to the earth animal. So definitely do feel that being in nature, being sitting on ground, sitting on sand could be very beneficial for you in order for you to ground yourself. I also feel that your heart is more stable, your heart chakra is more balanced when you are more grounded, and your intuition is better when you are grounded. The other spirit animal that we have for you is a horse, and it's free spirit. So definitely I feel that this spirit animal shows up in your life when you need to get free, when you need space, when you need expression, when you need adventure, and kind of to be spontaneous. So if you see horse, it's time for you to get some action in your life. It's time for you to create space from people so you could express yourself freely. Again, maybe you're creating something and day job kind of gets to you and you don't have time to do that creation, to make something that makes you happy. If you constantly see horse, try to find time, try to find space, because it's very important in order for your spirit to be happy. You might also be very attracted to crystals. You might collect crystals. Red crystals could be very inspiring and beneficial for you as well. And the other spirit animal, the last spirit animal that we have for you, is golden unicorn, and it speaks about ascension. And you can see we have two very similar, like one that runs on ground, on earth, and the other one who is more in the clouds and in the other realms, is more mythical. So definitely having this balance between what is here, what is tangible, what is more stable, and but being very open and very aware of the other things, of the other realms. So reality, security, and intuition, awakening is those two things that needs to be balanced in your life. So when you see unicorns, I definitely see that you are awakening to your soul's potential. You are being awakened. If you have already had your spiritual awakening, and at some point you will have in your life, but when you will still see unicorn, it's kind of it will be like a reminder for you not to forget what you experienced, and it will be a reminder for you to not to kind of drift from your not to drift away from your soul's purpose. So definitely see that unicorn will be something that will be quite present, honestly, in your life, throughout your life. And also I see that when you will see unicorn in your dreams or social media, it will be like a reminder that your soul is very special and unique, and that you are overall like this magical creature, that you are very authentic and original. I also feel that when you will see unicorn and flamingos like in sequel or together even, this is a reminder for you to not to forget about the collective. And honestly, I'm not quite sure what is going on here with this message about the collective energy, but there is definitely something very strong about that for you. Okay, we have 3 of Wands reversed, and we have 4 of Cups reversed. And we have Five of Cups reversed. Okay, so very interesting, honestly, cards, because they are all reversed, right? But what I see right away, this is the collective energy when the spirit guides, spirit animals show up in your life. And I feel that they show up in your life when you don't feel expansive, especially the horse and the golden unicorn, or even the whales. You don't really roam into that free water. You don't really allow yourself to experience that subconscious expand subconscious. So I see that when you don't allow your opportunities to come in, when you block yourself, when you don't feel free, when you don't wait for those ships to come in, this is when spirit animals show up in your life, and they try to inspire you to allow all of this energy to come in. I also feel that when you're not being grounded again, when you're not being grounded, when your emotions are kind of all over the place, that is when your spirit animals come to you. Or when you're trying so hard to have hope, they also kind of come in to help you to maintain that hope. They also come into your life when you need to let go of certain emotion, so you wouldn't get stuck. Again, free spirit, right? Rising with the powerful energy. So they definitely inspire you to have more hope overall, to overcome difficulties, to overcome sorrow. Maybe you are someone who lost a lot of people in this life, lost a lot of opportunities in this life, and spirit animals don't want you to experience that anymore. They want you to help. They want to help you. They want you to have a better experiences and better life, and this is why they come to your life. They don't want you to get stuck anymore in your own life. Flexibility. This is the energy that spirit guides want to see in your life, what they want you to have in a way. So with the flexibility here, it's not focusing right. With the flexibility here, they want you to be more flexible with life, with opportunities, with your journey, because you actually have a lot of opportunities. You have a lot of different things, and you see we have fish and mermaid here. So again, sea world could be very significant in your life. Maybe you like to be near water, but yeah, whatever. Oh, I'm hearing storms, so you could be very attracted to storms as well, or you are very afraid of storms. There is something about storms and thunder. So you have to be more flexible, because you need to understand that whatever maybe a little bit chaotic or turbulent things that happen in your life, it's not meant to break you, it's meant to bend you, it's meant to grow you. So this is what spirit animals want you to know, and they also want you to know that you have to be flexible with opportunities and with your dreams in a way, because sometimes you don't get what you want, but you get what you need, and you need to learn that, and they are coming to help you to understand that. And the other energy that we have is gratitude. The more grateful you are, the more abundance you will experience. I feel gratitude journal could be very beneficial for someone like you. I also feel that when you live in appreciation, abundance and prosperity and money and love starts pouring to you. I also feel that you could be very interested in myths, legends, or something like that, and you actually could create something like that, or you could understand something like that. I don't really understand it, but there is something about myths and legends that could somehow connect in your life and could be somehow connected to your future. Okay, and the last card, ultimate abundance, ultimate blessings that your spirit animals bring to you is authenticity. Beautiful, amazing card. Your spirit animals show you and remind you that you are absolutely authentic. Even if you're very connected to collective energy, even if you seek tribes, even if you seek communities, even if you want to be a part of community, that does not mean that you are not authentic. It means that you are unique as well. as you are unique as much as someone else, and you should know that you are very authentic and you have authentic views and perspectives, and you should express them and not be afraid to speak about them. Because it says on the card, I am authentic in thought, word, and deed. So definitely something, what you think, how you speak, what you want to do, where you want to be involved. Maybe you want to get involved in some sort of unique cause or act, whatever it is. Spirit animals are supporting you and guiding you and reminding you that you are absolutely authentic, and you should follow your heart and you should follow your intuition. I also see 3, 1, 10, 5. These are the numbers that could be very significant. I also am hearing 7, so these are the numbers that could be very significant in your life, and you might see them a lot, as well as orange color. These are the colors and these are the numbers that you will see when your spirit animals will try to connect with you and will try to send you messages, as well as color blue. Okay, group number 7. I'm sorry, I lost the number. Okay, group number 7. So these are your cards. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye. Okay, group 8. So we have your cards. We will see them in a second. You totally have 5 spirit animals, but you might have more. Just trust your intuition. If you know that some spirit animal is not here, but you have it in your life, always trust your intuition. And yeah, let's get started with your cards, okay? So the very first spirit animal that we have for you is cat, and it speaks about speaking your truth. So I kind of sense this similar situation with cat when what I sense with dog. One of the piles had dog. This is a cat that you maybe had in your childhood or maybe in your past lifetime. It became your spirit guide. You once had a cat somewhere, somehow, this or that past lifetime, and now it's your spirit animal. Now it guides you. Or if you will have a cat in the future, your spirit animal cat will enter the body of that cat that you will get. Well, it not will enter, it will born in order to come to you in a way. And overall, cats may be very drawn to you. You maybe are very drawn to cats yourself. Maybe you're a cat lover. Also, you might see cats, shadow cats a lot. Or for some small group of you, I feel that you maybe sometimes are afraid of cats because you're afraid of speaking your truth. So if you have some issues with cats, I'm not telling you know that everyone has preference. If you're just not fond of them, that's fine. But it might be to do with speaking your truth and inability to express yourself freely. Because when you see cat a lot, when you see cats shadow cats in the eyes of in the corners of your eye, it might be that you are not expressing yourself really and fully, and you feel like that your voice is not being heard. So that definitely could be the case. I also see that when cats enter your life, it's because you not trust your intuition fully, or you need to trust your intuition more. It's something that needs your attention. It's like something a little bit dark maybe, and a little bit like a secret is around you. It's around your life. It's in your life, and you need to take notice of that. You need to take care of that as well. Okay, the other spirit animal that we have is otter. I don't know how to pronounce it, to be honest, and it speaks about initiations. I kind of feel that this spirit animal shows up when you see it, when it tries to guide you. It speaks about transforming your life in a way, but it speaks more about entering certain groups or paths. Like for instance, maybe you're not sure if you want to try this or that. You're not sure if you want to be a part of certain community or certain group of people. I kind of sense that if that unsure feeling, if that doubt comes from inability to trust yourself or fear of not belonging, this is where this spirit animal comes comes through and actually inspires you to be more active and not afraid to try something new and try some kind of new group, new society, new tribe. Almost like it's about finding that group of people that you truly connect to. I also feel that you will have some sort of initiation, whatever that means for you, but you will have some initiation in your life. Maybe you will go through a few of them, like for instance, people have initiations when they get certified in Reiki, so maybe that has to do something with that or something else, but I do see initiations in your life. We also have for you here, I'm so sorry. I know that this is simple words, but my mind's like going blank at this moment. It speaks about strength. So when you see, I guess this is wild rabbit, right? So when you see this spirit animal, it's time for you to be kind but strong. It's time for you to make clear decisions and bring awareness and light to a certain situation. So if you feel like you are kind of staying in dark place mentally, emotionally, and you're not really sure what path to choose, what choice to make, I feel like if you see this spirit animal, you need to gather your strength and really make decision without delay. You need to be aware of all the possibilities and all of the aspects of the situation, but not to drag it too much. I also feel that sometimes at night you actually think more clear for some reason. And when it says that, I don't know if you have the saying in other countries, but where I'm from, it says that morning is much smarter, much better than evening, something like that. I don't think that being true to you. It actually is quite the opposite. It's in the night, it's in the evening, it's when the night is kind of full of stars, when you get the most inspired, when you get the most clear with what you need to do, with how you need to do something, with where you want to go to and who you want to become even. And this is where you feel the most brave, courageous, and strong. I feel like for some of you, especially if you lack self-esteem, lack confidence, you become more confident and more brave in the night. Okay, the other spirit animal that we have for you is field mouse, and it speaks about success. So I kind of feel that sometimes in your life you have this, you with yourself you with yourself have cat and mouse game sometimes with your dreams. So it's very important for you to kind of have balance there, because if you speak your truth, you become successful. And overall, field mouse, when you see mouse, when you encounter mouse, it speaks about success. It speaks about blessings coming your way. It speaks about believing in you and daring to dream big, and reminding that believing in yourself and dreaming big will bring you success. It will bring you prosperity. That dream that you have, that you nurture, will bring you prosperity and abundance. That faith and hope that you have in yourself, trusting that you can do something, being strong that you in what you do, having strength in yourself, in having hope in yourself, actually can bring you success. And mouse is quite a small creature, right? But I feel like it's also a reminder for you to know that small things can bring big blessings in a way. And if you have some dream that you feel is quite not worthy or quite small, or just something very simple or casual, I kind of feel that dream can lead you to the beautiful and great things, because it's not that small and it's not that insignificant as you think. It's actually very, very important and significant. But overall, the more truth that you speak, the more strength and faith and conviction in your voice you have, the more successful you will be. And actually, these two spirit animals can show up sometimes as one or together, and it's like if you see cat chasing mouse, if you see cat chasing mouse and you get strange feeling, it's actually because you're not using your mouth. It's because you're not speaking your truth. And it's like the silence and the repression of voice kills the success. But overall, I definitely feel also see weed here in this card, and I kind of get the feeling that weed or yellow flowers could be significant, and that could remind you of success coming your way. We have monkey, and it's reversed, and it speaks about inner child. So when you see monkeys, this is small monkey, very innocent looking, very childlike, playful. It speaks about you connecting to your inner child. It speaks about you letting your inner child, letting it out to play, letting it roam free sometimes, not taking things too seriously, not repressing yourself, not always trying to do the right thing, not always trying to stay serious. I definitely feel that maybe in childhood you had to take care of a lot of people, of your parents maybe, or you had a lot of responsibilities. Maybe you had to always do what your parents or other people say, or you didn't really felt like you are being heard, like you have voice. And because when some parents say that you're a kid, you don't really understand anything, or you should not speak because you are small, you're a kid, it feels like that thing made you to grow up really quickly. You matured just because you wanted to be able to speak, just because you wanted your voice to be heard and your voice to be considered, your words to be considered. So definitely feel like you grew up too fast. It could be other reason as well, but I kind of sense that now. So whatever it is, I definitely feel that you grew up too fast, and now it's time for you to let your inner child to play sometimes, because this is where the balance and the love starts. This is where everything starts. So without that, it might be harder for you to heal from whatever traumas and hard things you have experienced. Keeping good connection with your inner child will help you to overcome this feeling of rejection maybe, or feeling of being like outsider in your own family or among friends. And overcoming any trauma, overcoming any difficulty will help you to reach success and just be much happier. Okay, so let's see other cards. We have Father of Cups, and swans could be also one of the spirit animals that come to you when you need to transform, when you need to believe in your beauty, when you need to be more elegant maybe, or refined, or you overall are quite refined. And also I feel like you might see swans when you're about to meet someone romantically, or you will see swans a lot when you will meet your soulmate, your true partner, your one and only partner. And we have Nine of Swords. So collectively, these spirit guides come to you when you need to strengthen your emotions, when you need to believe in yourself more, when you need to overcome anxiety and depression. Maybe you overall are battling with anxiety and depression. So these spirit guides, these spirit animals are actually really trying to help you overcome that. This is why we have even inner child, right? Inner child, when it's healed, it helps with depression and anxiety. Having strength, right? Having ability to be aware and make clear decisions. So definitely I feel that these spirit animals help you to overcome try to help you overcome anxiety, worry. If you have nightmares, I definitely feel that maybe cat or these three spirit animals really trying to kind of protect you in your dreams, because sometimes you have nightmares. And with Father of Cups or King of Cups, I also feel that these spirit animals are actually trying to protect you from people that are no good for you, especially romantically. So if you ever feel that animals are acting weird with some people, you are there and the other person is there, and animals start to act weird, and it's weird. So it just means that these spirit animals are actually sending you messages, so you could understand that this person maybe has hidden agendas, or there's something not right with that person. We also have healing and metamorphosis. So these spirit animals are sending you healing and transformation. You also have possibly could see horses when you need to heal, or when you need to begin something new. Butterflies, because butterfly is quite universal when it comes to fresh starts, when it comes to transformations. So spirit guides, spirit animals knows that, and they want you to kind of really get the message sometimes. But overall, I feel like these spirit animals want you to heal. They are blessing you in the process of healing, and they're sending you hope, and they are granting you strength and wisdom on this path of wellness, of healing, of success, really. And with the transformation, it's speaking about not being afraid to transform, not being afraid to transform, not being afraid to release expectations that other people put on you, not being afraid of let go of responsibilities. Maybe someone had a plan for you, but it's your life and it should be your own plan. You can change and become who you want to become. It does not mean, you might start small, of course, but if you start small, if you feel small, if you feel like, small fish in a huge ocean, it does not mean that you won't be able to succeed afterwards, and at the end. So definitely feel that spirit animals are inspiring you to transform the way you want to transform, and be patient with yourself and be kind with yourself. I also feel that you might sometimes lack patience with your work, with your creations, with what you do, and manifestations as well. Spirit guides, spirit animals are asking you to be patient, and because sometimes manifestation takes time, because in order to get something what you're manifesting, first you need to learn certain lessons, and if you're not learning those certain lessons, you maybe will have that manifestation, that dream coming true a little bit delayed, but that is for your own kind of benefit. And we have final card, ultimate blessing, peace. The same colors, right? Being peaceful, having peace provided from your spirit guides, from your spirit animals, from your ancestors even. This is something, this is energy that is always with you, always available to you, and you can always use it. We have Bridget goddess here, so you maybe are connected to Bridget goddess or some other ancient goddess as well, but you have to know that you are always able to get peace and harmony if you just allow it. And look at this. We have here, we have another animal here. Is it a pig? Yeah. So definitely I see you being blessed with peace. So you maybe are quite overall someone who is peaceful and is able to stay peaceful in hard situations. I also see another message that you maybe could be good at doing spell work with candles. Or you maybe could create candles, or there's something about candles. Numbers 9 could be significant when it comes to your spirit animals when they try to communicate with you. Number 4 as well. You might see messages in the clouds as well, I feel, or you could actually see messages in water somehow. Egypt could be quite significant to you as well. You might be connected to some goddess from Egypt, or you actually have had a past lifetime in Egypt, and this piece comes from knowing something ancient, knowing something very significant that you don't really understand in this lifetime, but your soul knows. Okay, group number 8, I think that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Thank you. Bye.